So depression is caused by so many things, right?
Yeah.
But the most important factors of depression: one, the lack of connection.
The lack
Two,
of connection.
connection.
With
Yeah.
what?
Lack of connection. For instance, you cannot connect to people. You
Okay.
cannot connect to the world. Yes, you cannot connect to people. You feel like, oh my God, I am different. People cannot connect to me. Why can't people understand me? When I say something, people look at me as if I'm mad. I cannot connect. I am different. You always feel like you're different. You cannot
Mhm.
connect to people. People are there, like, you just feel like you are alone. Your way of thinking is different. You cannot connect to the world. You don't have connection with people.
Mhm.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it keeps you isolated. So we also have not following your heart's desires. For instance, uh, you wanted to be a doctor, and maybe you didn't have money to go to a med school. You didn't have the financial how to go to the med school, and be like, okay, well, since I don't have money to go to a med school, let me just go and be doing my maybe carpenter work somewhere. You went and you're doing your carpenter work, and years are passing, months are going by, years are going by, you still don't have money to, and you just settle with that carpenter. Then after a certain period of time, you're like, oh, but I really wanted to be a doctor. Now I am too old, I cannot go there, and I still don't even have the money to pursue the career, you know. And what you're doing, you are not satisfied, you're not happy, you're not fulfilled. It's not your purpose. So you become so frustrated. You're not happy with what you're doing. You're like,
Mm.
oh, I really wanted to be this. I really wanted to be that. I wanted to have children, but my husband said no, he didn't want to have children. Now I am 60, I can no longer have a child.
Okay.
I am feeling sad. I am feeling lonely. I am feeling frustrated. I didn't have what I want. I didn't follow my heart's desires.
Yes.
So a lot of people, like with us, people in our culture, our society, a lot of people have this issue not following their heart's desires because of one issue or the other. Then we're at a certain period of time when they realize that, oh, time that I am at this age now, this time has passed and I still don't have this, and I am feeling sad, I am feeling depressed, I am feeling lonely, and all those things.
First off, you have the fact that you're not able to connect with other people. You don't know
Yes,
why, but you're not able to,
we are
say,
not able
make
to
friends.
connect. And yeah, let me say something about that real quick.
Yes.
When we are born, human being, there are two things that we need. We come out of the womb that we want. We want to avoid rejection, and we want connection. To avoid rejection and want connection.
Yeah.
And if you look at most of the cases that are happening with the anxiety, fear of speaking, fear of this and that, is the fear of rejection.
Okay.
All the things that you see people do on social media, the slay queens and everything that they want acceptance, even the narcissism, they want to be accepted. Everyone, nobody wants to be rejected.
Yeah.
It's the
So what could
fear of
cause depression is when you are not accepted.
when you are not accepted.
Okay.
You can also say that. Yeah,
Yes.
when you're not accepted, rejection.
Hmm.
It
So
happens to
it's
everyone, even in a relationship. Oh my God, he left me for someone else. That means I'm not worthy. He rejected me, like he left me for someone else. Nobody wants to be rejected.
yeah.
So yeah, so that connection and not following your heart's desires. Then thirdly, the harsh and critical words that we say to ourselves. Can you tell me if, like, some of the harsh words that you've used to yourself? Oh my God, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm a moron. I'm a no good. I can never do good.
I
Oh
can
my God,
exactly. I was just going to say that one. I can never do this thing right. Why am I like this? You start calling yourself names. But I just want to ask you,
yes.
Clarice, doesn't that start from, say, childhood, when
It
you're
starts.
used to being called
Yes, it
names
starts
by
from
people
childhood.
above you, your parents?
Yes, our parents. Yes, it begins from childhood. We
Yeah.
learn that from our parents. We learn that from our parents. You are a nobody, you are a failure. Small exam, if you pass, you stupid thing, you dull thing. I will see the kind man where you marry them. I will see the kind house where the kind house where you go get. You good for nothing.
They say it's tough love, but it turns out to really, really affect you in a deep place. You
Yes.
don't know
So when
yet
they
until you're
say that,
older.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when they say that you good for nothing, you stupid thing, you dirty, you sit down and be like, oh my God, if my own parents can say I am stupid, I am dumb, nobody's going to get married to me, then I am
Yeah.
worthless. I am worthless. You'll be like, okay, I am stupid. That is a recipe for low self-esteem. You dirty, you stupid thing. Okay, I wouldn't even want to put in any effort in
Hmm.
anything
Yeah.
because I am stupid. I am worthless. Nobody will ever want me. Nobody will love me. If my own parents say that to me, then it must be true. If my own parents say that I'm fat, I am ugly, I am stupid, then it must be true. So they
Yeah.
suggest it to us. They suggest it to us, then our mind takes it and it's working with it, even up to when we are adults.
It's true. I must
So
add
our
this.
minds are conditioned that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your mind gets conditioned to accepting the negative. Because I see it even online when you have so many people saying nice things about you. Once you
Yeah.
see that one person saying something that's negative, subconsciously that's the thing that kind of stays with you, and it
Yeah.
affects some people stronger than it affects other people. I think it has to
Yes.
do with what you're saying right now. From childhood, if you were exposed to being insulted and called stupid and having negative words spewed on you, then
Mhm.
you always want to take the negative from every situation, and you kind of absorb it even when you're older, and you keep it, and then it results to what you're talking about,
Yes.
depression.
So yeah, so they suggest it to us, and when that is why, like I said about also the avoiding reject, the wanting connection. You see, when you go online, somebody says something negative, just as you've said. Oh my God, that negative word nobody wants to hear. Like it's like a trigger, you
Hmm.
know. It's like a trigger. So our parents, they did that to us a lot, and it grows with us. And
Yeah.
you grow up now saying to yourself, oh, I am stupid, I am useless. Okay, you have these ideas of something that you want to do, you want to take risks, you want to do these things, but deep down there is something about your mind. You don't know that you are being conditioned. It's something that is that thing that happened to you when you were a kid. You don't know that it's that same thing that is controlling you now. You
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah. But when it happens, okay, like when you're faced with a traumatic situation, right? And you have that feeling, you have that feeling, or that flight or fight, that feeling, that depressed, or let's say you have a depressed, when your parents say that you stupid thing, you dirty, you useless thing, and you have that feeling of, that down, oh, I must be ugly, or I am not worth it, I am not enough.
Yeah.
That feeling, your mind your mind takes a screenshot of that moment,
Hmm.
that feeling, and stores it in your subconscious mind. It stores it in your subconscious mind because your mind's job is to protect you and keep you alive. That is your mind's job, to keep you alive. So now when you grow up now and you are in a similar situation, maybe you want to apply for a job somewhere, or they call you for apply, they called you for an interview, and they're like, yeah, come for an interview, and you sit down and you're like, now all that your subconscious mind will be like, hello, remember, you're stupid, your mind, your mom said you're stupid, and you will be ridiculed if you go in there. I mean, I don't want that same feeling, you know. So your mind brings it up and you are like, oh my God, yeah, I am stupid.
Okay.
I'm not enough. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to confront to these people. You understand? And you start feeling down. You start having all those low moods. You feel anxious. And when you feel anxious, you forget everything. So when you go and see, maybe at that point now you will not even want to go to the interview anymore. But when you finally go to the interview, to some people they will sit there and they will not even know what to say because that anxiousness has led them to
You
forget
blank out.
everything.
You blank out. So, Clarice, just
Yes.
to do a quick resume, I see some people are joining in. For us to understand what are the causes of depression, maybe you want to list them out again. What's the first thing?
The lack of connection,
Yes. And then the second?
not following your heart's desires.
Yeah, the third one.
The third one, okay, the harsh and hurtful words you say to yourself.
Yeah. So if you're watching right now and you feel like you're any of these things Clarice has said you're vibing with, you're connecting to, then please leave a comment. If you have any question from your experience and you want to know more about it, Clarice is here. She's a therapist. She'll answer your questions. This is your opportunity. This whole thing is for you.